Yeah, good.
You were supposed to come today.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, here.
Sorry, I don't know if you said that.
No, that's okay. I didn't realise. I will double check that he said on site. No, I got it. Yeah, he said on site. Well, I can help you with it.
How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you? Yeah. Trying to stay warm. It was a nice morning.
You go on. You have a new headset today.
What's this? Is this like a lapel mic or something?
What?
Hey, you kind of embarrassed, but also
It's like a little... Really uncomfortable. Here we go. You don't like it?
Here you go.
let's go, guys. Shit up.
Hello, mic test, mic test. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello. Just make sure it's not peaking. I listened to it back last time. Yeah. Okay. I was sounding like a robot for most of the last week.
No, you don't.
No, last week I did. Because I was just, the mic was a bit hot. Alright, let me know to... like, I don't believe you. I think if we can make this work like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. I reckon that's the best way. Just a little neck mic. I can see pretty well. Do we have a scoreboard? I haven't commentated Launceston United women before, so I don't know them. Kingborough, most of them. But like once I've done it once or twice, I sort of remember pretty much. I've just got a bit of a brain for that part of it, I think. Yeah, just for like sports stuff. So yeah, this will be a bit of a challenge because I don't really know yeah, I don't really know them by like their numbers or their like body type yet. Basically, you can sort of tell by like how people kind of look after a while. So I just have to rely on the sheet a little. Yeah, I don't do as many women's games as I'd probably like to, just because I play on Sundays myself, and most of the women's games are Sundays, so it just doesn't happen as often. Probably, yeah, I'm playing promotions, yeah, I just play social. It's been tough last few weeks. We've lost a couple of. Played pretty well, but just like lost in like the last 2 seconds of the game, basically both weeks. So yeah, it is what it is. And it's just like a bit. Some teams you come up against in social level are a bit like a little bit. I don't really know the word. Just aggressive is probably the word. Yeah, not like horribly, but just not the best. So. Yeah, even at like this, yeah, it's probably worse down the levels rather than at the higher levels. So. Yeah, there we go. Keen to check out how the Lonnie United girls go. They won this cup last year, and they also won the league. So be one of the better teams in the state. Yeah. Yes. Here we go. Still struggling with this mic. Hello and welcome to KG5 for this Women's Statewide Cup semi-final between Launceston United and Kingborough. Just getting set here to go. Pre-match rituals are just about to kick off. It's a lovely day here at KG5. Winter's really hit Tasmania over the last probably week or so. Definitely not the warmest day, but the sun has made an appearance for us as both teams make their way out. Kingborough with some mascots for today, of all different ages. It's good to see, and potentially family members. It is female football week in Australia at the moment, so good to see this matchup getting a centrepiece time slot, 2 o'clock on a Saturday. And as both teams make their way out for the lineup. Interestingly, recent results against these two teams did match up last week in the Women's Super League, and Launceston United being the victor there, 3-2. So close game as both teams make their way through to the fist bumps or handshakes, whichever they choose. And mascots clearing the field. Good to see. The vibe for the game has been pretty light, actually, I'd say, for both teams, especially on the Kingborough side. People are looking like they're having a bit of fun out there and ready to go. So that's good attitude to bring into a football game, especially as I think they haven't had the best run of things in the league, at least, and they're on a bit of a cup run this year. So see if they can keep that good vibe running into this game and push for a win. Avenge their loss from last week. Importantly, that game was up at Birch Avenue, Launceston home ground. So potentially with the travel involved, flipping from the north to the south, we'll have a different result, or maybe not. Both teams are huddling up at the moment. I think we're still yet to get the toss underway.
I did that quite a few times. Yes, I've done that. I know, I
And the road to the semi-final for both these teams hasn't been a clearest one for Kingborough, at least. They did get through a very tough test against University in the first round. Had to take that one to extra time. Uni actually almost had a chance to win it right at the end of the game, but Kingborough ended up running out extra time very well and winning that one 3-1. Great game. Beautiful cup kind of match up there. And then doing the business against Zebra's last round. Again, a close contest, but coming out on top there. So they've found their way into the semi-final. And meeting a Launceston United team, probably haven't had the same kind of strength of schedule, you'd say, with them beating Taruna and Burnie, although Burnie putting up a pretty good fight against the defending champions. It's also important to note that this is the grand final rematch from last year. So that, again, wasn't it was a pretty close fought contest, and so I'm very excited to see how the game shakes out and see the action on display. Both teams back into a huddle. We're only through the starting lineups while we've got a second. So Kingborough with Erica McIntosh in goals. Amelia Loxley, Daniel Kanagisa, captain. Chelsea Sega would be running at the fullback with Carol Ashmar, who did score a double last week against this very team. It was late on in the game. Monica Orlovsky, Christo Elmore will be playing Laura Davis. Always a very threatening player up front for the Lions. And Sam Watkins, Jess Shreve and Phoebe Clifford rounding out the 11. Nikki Masatsos is starting on the bench today. It's probably the most notable change there, with Lonnie United starting with Jaslyn Venn in goals, Lucy Smith, Isabel Clerk, Laura Dickinson, Danielle Gunton, Catherine Hill, Nicola James, the captain, Neve Farquhar, Courtney Martin, who did score a double of her own last week as well, and Madeline Lotion, Adelat Otto will round out the 11. So we're underway here at KG5. Again, this semi-final matchup between Kingborough and Launceston United, with Lonnie United taking the kick-off, and they're very quick on the attack down the far side. Christopher Moore doing a little bit of defensive work there. Finds its way out to Jess Shree, who'll be playing that centre-back with Monica Olowski, it looks like. It's Courtney Martin as the ball comes over. McIntosh takes comfortably. A little dangerous ball. Made its way over from Smith out on the right wing, should be. Izzy de Klerk can't make the collection on the bouncing ball. It's sent up the line. Smith. Inside to Izzy de Klerk. See a lot of that ball in that midfield. Here she is again, looks for a through ball, but straight to Shreve. Shreve gets it out wide. It's Lashmar, who scored the double last week. Looks to be around the outside. Farquhar. It's the knee variety. His sister, I'm assuming, on the bench today, Ava Farquhar. Back into Lashmar. Kingborough getting on the ball here. Oxley not able to get around Launceston United block. It's a little bit messy in here at the moment. So it does end up finding its way out wide, but out of play, and that will be a threatening Kingborough throw in. So we get back underway on the far side. Watkins in there. There's Moore. Tries to work her way around on the top of the box. Running out of defence. I think it's Smith. Looks to chop it out on the right wing, but Kingborough defence remaining quite solid at the moment. Lashmar again finding a bit of space. Shreve. Sega. In the midfield. Martin will make the interception. Was a threat, Courtney Martin, for Launceston United. Catherine Hill. Centre back for Launceston United. Just playing a little bit of 1-2 with a fullback. It's shut down by Watkins. Very hard-working defensive winger, Sam Watkins. A lot of challenges in that University versus Kingborough game. Christopher Moore tries to go around the outside, not called by the referee. Not really a shout either, so it's a great ball in behind. Carol Ashmar's on it. Does get a foot on it first, but it's blocked off by Jaslyn Venn in the Launceston United goals. Good run for Kingborough. First real chance on either side. Looks like she's just come off a little bit worse for wear on that bump. The beautiful little ball in behind. A lovely little ball in from, I think it was Jess Shreve in the centre-back position there. So we're just taking a break in play. The corner flags haven't been set up today, so we may have to take a small break here while the match management team from Kingborough get their I guess, the ground in order. Again, it has been a bit of a challenging start to the year for Kingborough. I think a lot to do with not playing down at Lightwood Park. Again, the logistical challenges of playing at a home ground that's not really a home ground can be a little bit of an issue. And I think maybe slightly underwhelming performances at both the men's and women's, at least in terms of the points total in NPL and the WSL. May have something to do with that. I think I did see next week that they are scheduled to get back down there, and that will be really good to see. Hopefully a little renovation down there, and maybe set the platform for Kingborough to make a bit more of a run in the league, but they have done well enough to make it through in the cup so far, so good on them. Just about, I think we've got them all in now, so happy to get back underway. It'll be Lashmar to take. Swings it in. Decent corner. Geisa jumps for it. And Davis did have a bit of space. Just sort of cannoned off her shin. Not the best sounding contact from Laura Davis. He's got a nose for goal, the Kingborough striker. And a really good front three and really front four with Geisa kind of filling in from behind Kingborough had. And I do like what their defence can do at times. Here's Orlovsky making a defensive run. Telegraphed that one a little bit to McIntosh, and she tries to get it back to Orlovsky. I think Courtney Martin there poaching off the back, really ready for that back pass. Safely done in the end by the Lions. Throw comes in. It's a nice little long throw. Otto poaching down there. This is Martin for the top of the box. It's a little bit under hit, and Ashmar with a lot of space to run into goes past Farquhar. Gets a bit of a strong challenge from de Klerk. Probably a challenge that had to be made, and referee Alfonso Giusti in the middle today. Going to pull that one up for a Kingborough free kick. Kingborough starting the game pretty well, you'd have to say. I think Launceston United will always pose that threat of danger with the support they have in that front three that they've got. But the pressure's been really good from Lions today. The press has seemed really, really organised. Sega just can't quite squeeze it through. Martin and Shreve have a kind of 50-50 challenge. It's squirted out to Lucy Smith, who's on the right wing. She's got a few lines in front of it. It goes past one of them. And Watkins, very diligent in that tracking run from left wing, making a nice little challenge. It's back underway, and Otto trying to flick on looking for Smith, but again out of play on that far side. Just a bit of ping pong happening as we look to control that first throw-in. Back in the hands of Launceston United. Big throw-in from fullbacks. And on the ground, and Martin hits the bar. Oh, what a shot off the left foot. It's a beautiful throw-in. Really covered some distance and just nodded down from Danielle Gunton there and set Martin up beautifully and rattled the crossbar. Really first shot in anger from Launceston United, and Kingborough will be pretty happy not to have conceded that one. So still 0-0 here at KG5. Moore gets it out. Cara Lashmar into feet of Laura Davis, who sends her on her way. A foot race with Farquhar. Lashmar does win it out, but she's in a wide position. Farquhar nicks it off her in the end, but Sega pressing up, tries to play a ball in. Loxley not able to find the way through either, and Launceston United with a bit of space to run into now through Smith. It's a good ball looking for Otto. Can Sega track back to get there? She does. A good work rate from Sega. Down to Kanagisa. It's good football from Lions, but just a little bit undercooked from Kanagisa on the back pass. I don't think Shreve was quite expecting it. And de Klerk comes away with it. Very high energy opening to this game. It's Davis pressing now. Again, Lions with a very organised defensive block here. Setting up with a kind of wall of women up in that kind of advanced midfield area, and all pressing really high on their defence and making sure that United can't get into their midfield. There's more for Davis. Just flick its way over. Watkins almost in there. It's Laura Dickinson away. Good run from Dickinson, but can't find Smith, who's advanced ahead of her. It's Phoebe Clifford coming away with it for Lions. Well, back heel from Davis, keeps it in and finds a teammate to Kanagisa. Blocked away by United, but again this counter press from Kingborough's good. Davis trying to have a left-footed shot off power from that position, but again Lions with that pressing energy. Fans are enjoying to see that here today at KG5. Down the wing from Martin, and Smith looking for the return ball. I thought Martin almost gave up on that one a little bit early, but did give her a lot of work to do, Lucy Smith. That trick was out of play for a Kingborough goal kick. And McIntosh will go short to Shreve. Let's just send it up the line. There's two United players there, but Lashmar just gets caught under her foot. Cut out by Moore and straight forward up, looking for the target in Davis. Watkins has made a run inside. The ball goes around the outside of her. Dickinson again setting up the line. Martin just not controlling the high ball. Lashmar getting a lot of the ball up on this right wing. Looks like that the threat that she's posing today will be the main outlet. Here she is again. Kanagisa squirting it through. Cut out. And a little counter-attack for United. It's just a bit short of Gunton. There's Loxley playing in front of that midfield three. Long ball through to Laura Davis. Stayed on side. Lumped up into the air by Jaslyn Venn in the United goals. Just waiting on that one. Really smart kind of play on that chaotic high ball. And it gets sent out by Launceston's United defence. And again, that energy in that front third from Kingborough, it's been really putting the Launceston United defenders on a lot of pressure. It's Kanagisa with a few players up her back. It goes, tries to play Watkins through. Olowski not really reading that well, and I think it's Martin who's run onto it. Shreve dealing with the threat in the end. Olowski not really happy with how she's read that one. A fiery character in the heart of the Lions' defence. There's Farquhar up the line to Gunton. It's on this left wing today. Sega's done really well again to just get her toe in. So she's strained her side muscle potentially there. Just feeling it a little bit on the stretch. A rangy fullback is Sega. She goes head to head with Otto. She's in the ball, but only as far as United midfield as Gunton turns on her right and unleashes a pretty good shot. It's blocked by Olowski and into the arms of the Kingborough Lions keeper. And McIntosh sends it forward, looking for Watkins. Dickinson doing well, but shoved off it by Watkins. Here's Moore. A little bit of space. Nice little flat ball into Davis's feet. Tries to play Lashmar through and almost finds the inside of Farquhar. That is a very tense matchup out there on the near side of the ground today for both teams. Good little play from Kingborough. We're back on the counter. Martin's in behind. Olowski's doing her best to get behind her. Olowski almost makes the challenge. It's back on Martin's right foot. She shoots. It's blocked again by Olowski. Really tenacious defending, and she gets it again. Sends Moore out in front here. And they've just held it up. Lions. Oh, Davis is almost in behind as well. It's really end-to-end at the moment. And here's Watkins coming out to her. He's looking at Kanagisa. It's cut out by the Clerk. That's a really good piece of defensive play by Monica Olowski. She looks like she's had to really sprint hard to get back there. And it'll be under pressure again, Lions, in a second, but just evades the run of Smith for Launceston United. Yeah, really crucial defensive work and excellent tackle and block, and then block again from the Kingborough centre-back. Ball goes into Davis. Cutting inside. Onto her left. Unleashes a decent shot that gets blocked and triggers in the arm of Venn. So both teams with opportunities here early in this game. And a lot of running in behind. A lot of end-to-end work. Good defensive play as well. It's Clifford. Can I get a little spun ball inside? It's Otto now. It's Smith. He's just going to lump it up to Martin to chase, and Olowski's there to make the cutout. Going to have her hands full today, Monica Olowski, but up to the task so far. I think, again, just a classic sort of centre-back pairing they've got there. Someone who does a lot of the really hard defensive work, a lot of the running, and then Shreve who play the ball a little bit more. But there's Otto with a decent ball across and chips over the top of McIntosh, but only onto the roof of the net. McIntosh alert to the danger there. Not the tallest Erica McIntosh, so sometimes those kind of floaty balls can be an option from far out. It's for Lashmar, and it's a good ball from the keeper. Lashmar into Moore. It's gone straight up to Davis. Kanagisa trying to put it back in the realm of Davis, but Farquhar was kind of sitting off the back there and it's made a pretty easy interception. Farquhar lofts up to Gunton. Does turn Sega. Only as far as Shreve, under pressure from Launceston United attack. This little turn from Loesch. Gunton sending it forward again. Martin getting a lot more of the ball now. Just from a Launceston United perspective, you'd like to see that. And here's Smith. Oh, turns inside. Beautiful little cut inside. Cuts in again. Tries to set it up and Shreve sends it away. Some fancy little footwork from Lucy Smith. Really smart wing play. It's de Klerk into Otto. Should get around the corner. He's got a good shot from Adelaide Otto and you breathe a sigh of relief in the Lions goal. McIntosh will be very happy that just sailed past the front of the goal mouth. It's a very strong run from Adelaide Otto. Really didn't have much of a window and just kind of found a gap and turned the corner and used that pace to run in behind and probably almost wanted to do a little bit better, at least find the target from there, but looking for the back stick and body moving all sorts of different momentum. Lashmar tries to send in Watkins. Here's Dickinson again. Sent out of play by Laura Dickinson. Kanagisa has really been marked out of the game so far, but done well to get on the ball here and find a teammate. Looks for Lashmar again. It's really smoothly done by Loesch. Really good at shuttling through that midfield, Madeline Loesch. It's Martin again, just looking for a little poke through to de Klerk. It's a strong challenge on Christabel Moore, I think, who's gone down there. Might have a little bit of a dead leg, potentially. That looked like it could be a nasty little corky thigh. It's taking a second to get up. Looks like she's okay. No card brandished by Gilsty in the middle. Kingborough will get a free kick. Be Shreve to take. Launches it forward, only as far as Loesch again. A taller girls on the park, Loesch, so definitely want to avoid her in the aerial balls. That one not able to. It's Martin. And really looking for those little 1-2s and sending Martin in behind. It's McIntosh, confident with the ball at her feet. Forward to Gunton. Shreve robbed of it by Martin again, but Moore helping her centre back out. It's Clifford. The line, can I guess with an interesting little flick through. Watkins would have been kind of in behind there, just not quite the direction on it. A nice quick ball. Here is Watkins now. Just turn inside. Does almost get there. Klerk coming across. Robbed of it again by Watkins. A bit of kind of bouncing back and forth in the midfield. Gunton's made a really strong defensive run. Doesn't have a lot up the lines, but so we'll just have to send it out of play. I think Farquhar was not really, again, being the fullback, you're never sure whether you want to really go high there, so it didn't really give her a wing partner an option. Miss Farquhar. Sent up from Izzy de Klerk. Shreve a bit of time. This was Sega, but inside of the fullback, and Gunton now shuttling up the wing. It's Martin. Loesch again. United playing with a bit of tempo now. And Martin's shot just a little bit scuffed. probably the best period to play from either team all game. Really quick ball movement from Launceston United. Only 2-touch passing and finding a teammate. I think Lions, on the other hand, looking to kind of stretch the field a little bit more and look for their runners. Here is one of them in Watkins. Just mishandles the ball a little bit, and Dickinson away again. Strong runner, Laura Dickinson, as is her brother Joe, who plays for University. Shout out to Uni. With Martin. And again, it's collecting the miscontrolled ball, and it's well dealt with by Clifford. Decent crowd in today. Again, hard sort of home away from home game for the Lions. It's a bit of a journey up from the Southern Elliott all the way to KG5, but they've had to make it a bit of a second home for the time being. And McIntosh again playing out well, and Lashmar looking for an option. It's not really there. I think they're just wanting to get in a bit of defensive shape here, Lions. Really bit of control really being shouted by the Lions defence, trying to get in their shape. I think obviously well drilled on that shape. I think it's just a matter of maintaining it for the 90 minutes against a really potent attacking team, and a team that does have a lot of run in it. It's Kanagisa. Turns it over to Otto. He's got a bit of space to run, tries to go past Orlovsky. Good little toe in by Orlovsky, but Otto keeps going, and an interesting cross, and it's gone off the crossbar, and it's turned in by Courtney Martin, again scoring from point blank white range. It's the third goal in 2 weeks. She scored from about 10 centimetres out. That is an incredible piece of poaching instinct from the Launceston United striker. And that will be 1-0 to Lonnie United. So it's just a tough ball to handle from the keeper. Really over her head, off the bar, kind of taking a little bit of a cannon. And Johnny on the spot is Courtney Martin again. The United striker. And that will, I think both teams have had decent passages of play. So United will be very happy to go one up here. And although they have probably had the better of the last 5 minutes, and that goal kind of being the cherry on the top. So see if Lions can respond. Here's Davis. Of it, a Loesch. Orlovsky. That's Kanagisa. That might be a key, getting Danielle Kanagisa a little bit more on the ball. As Loxley tries to send Watkins through, but overcooks her pass. Here's Kanagisa just sizing up Dickinson there on the far side of the ground. Maybe just a little bit of time to get the composure again. I don't think there was much they could have really done differently in that kind of defensively effort. It's just about those moments where it's a real 50-50 ball and just getting yourself in the right position. And Martin again showing her nose for that skill and getting on the score sheet for Lonnie United. Otto, a little bit of space. So one thing that United have been doing a little bit better over this last 10 minutes is finding Otto with those driving runs. Exploring that space from a number 10 position. And Loesch really starting to show her quality in the midfield as well. Here is McIntosh to get us back underway. And the Lions will have a bit of the work cut out for them. There's a fair bit of the game to go. And prospect of extra time as well, potentially. But again, they did start the game well and have scored some goals in the last few weeks. So often come up in these 3-2 games. So just come up short in the WSL. There's Kanagisa. Davis with a 1-2 and really marked out of it by the Lonnie United captain Nicola James. Been right in Davis's pocket at the moment. Sega winning the ball, but only finding the touchline. Martin making that forward run. Sega having to just block that one out, and again out for a throw-in. Farquhar just trying to make up their mind about where to throw it. Sega's blocked that off well. Yeah. Got their defensive structure really set up at these dead ball plays, Lions. From Farquhar. Martin again, and ball ends up cutting it out off Loesch, or not. I think Moore was adamant that went out off a United body, but not to be. Here is Loesch, and Moore ends up making a nice little challenge. It's ball behind Davis, though, just running behind. Is that just a little bit of clarity about where they're trying to play it, whether it's in behind, whether it's to feet. It's Dickinson again going around the outside. It's Kanagisa trying to burst through the middle. Does end up getting on the ball, trying to send Lashmar through. It's not a bad looking ball. Found the gap, but not enough space, and Farquhar giving Lashmar quite a lot of space to kind of sweep off almost at that deep fullback. Lashmar not playing on the last man at the moment. It's Olowski doing well just to get a body in front of it. Partner Shreve slogs it out of play, clears it for Lions. It's another big throw in. Dickinson back there in the full-back position, really putting Lions under a lot of pressure with those throws. It ends up going out for a corner kick, and it'll be Loesch who will run over and take it. So she's going to set it up on her left foot. Ellen Loesch. And Gunton is the one they will be looking for. It's floated up. So in Gunton in there. It's Otto. He's blocked. It's away by Loxley. This little knock. I think it's Watkins out there. It's just caught one on the chin. Maybe a little chipped tooth or something even. Just trying to figure out if there's any bleeding going on. Just holding that mouth area. It's like a bit of a clash of heads, but it's all right. Having a chat out there, Sam Watkins. Jovial out there on the wing. It's been pulled up for a free kick. Sega trying to go through the back. She's got the ball, but maybe a little bit of leg first. Another game taking place earlier today. Temple at South Hobart. Should be a interesting battle, one that United will be keeping an eye on league-wise as well. Ball does come in towards McIntosh. Done really well to get around the screen set there by Smith. It was standing the keeper. Olowski trying to help a keeper out and just able to nick around the outside and take that well. A very confident keeper, McIntosh. Just those high balls can be a little bit tricky at times. She's done well there. It's Kanagisa looking for a little poke through. Lashmar. Ball over Watkins almost finds the Lions winger. Out of the reach of her for now. And Smith, lovely little nutmeg on Moore. It's through Martin, and she's found a way in behind, has to shoot in there. There wasn't any support for Courtney Martin. He's showing off that speed. The Lonnie United striker. And that's a real prominent threat. That's that little ball over the top. And Oski done really well to keep up with her so far, but she goes, Oski trying to get in. A lovely little turn. It's a good shot. Oh, it's going past the upright. Courtney Martin really showing talent at the moment. On display up there for Lonnie United. Hasn't found the back of the net in either opportunities, but causing a lot of problems for the Kingborough Lions defence. And after a bright start, I think Sting's kind of gone out of the game for Lions. They're struggling to get those runners in behind again. Something they're really aware of, Lonnie United. Again, there's Farquhar sweeping off in that full-back position. Gumpton losing it. Shreve, a little quality Cruyff turn. There's another one. Loesch to Clerk. To Dickinson. It's quite narrow. It's gone wide out to Smith. Clifford for company. Clifford does make the challenge and puts it out for a little throw in. Yeah, they're pressing it really well in that first probably 15 minutes, Lions. Really making it hard for United to play out. But United have their rhythm now, really controlling the tempo. Another big throw in. Dickinson not able to get the return ball after a throw. But she'll have another opportunity to send another long ball in. Another great throw. Otto turns the corner, tries to find Martin. Away by Sega. And Otto just not able to control the little Cruyff turn and goes out for a goal kick. Kingborough just happy to weather the storm at the moment. I think they've just got to get through this tricky period. See if they can't get something on the counter, but United applying a lot of pressure at the moment. McIntosh's ball just skips past Loesch, but Davison and Lashmar a bit spread apart to get on that one. There is Loesch. And Farquhar, who's made her way forward and displays that one into the path of McIntosh, who does keep it in. Oh, ball bounces over Canagisa's head. Was trying to flick it on anyway. Sega. Martin again with the defensive work, running just a lot of pace. There's an advantage in any league of football. James finds Otto in the midfield. It's Canagisa again nicking it away. That's what I want to see. Canagisa playing his 1-2s. It's a good little play from Lions. Davis turns. Find out wide. I had to see it a little bit deeper. Tried to put Lashmar in behind. Nice little clean kind of interplay there from Lions. Both teams have that in their locker. To touch football through the middle. Thrown in by Sega. Lashmar, it's a good cross in. It's an important header away. Dickinson. Loxley almost making a collection at the top of the box. And Moore makes an excellent challenge. Might have twisted her ankle in the process. Just held up, even though Canagisa's made a great shot. Chipped the keeper. Not to be, but I think referees maybe made the right decision there. I think Moore turned her ankle quite badly there. Just instantly in a bit of trouble. Lions midfielder. Yeah, okay. Would have liked to see whether that play could have eventuated into anything, whether Ben would have had to make that save. Moore's up and going, jogging off at least, so in a bit of pain though, you can definitely tell that. See if she can run it off. I think those ankles can be ones where you think, oh, it's not too bad, and then you wait 5 minutes and then you think, okay, no, I'm actually in a lot of trouble here. Someone who has had an ankle injury or two in the last year or two, but it's looking nice and solid for now, so might end up coming back on momentarily. And we Shreve over this one. A decent distance out. She pings it towards. Kanagasa's on the line. Oh, it's followed up by Watkins. Almost turned in by Lyons, but not quite. Just finds its way out. Good little set play from Lyons. United playing very deep line, not keeping any Lyons players off the goal line. So Shreve able to shoot it, and then the follow-up was very easily made by Kanagisa and then Watkins. Kingborough unlucky not to score there and knot it up, but United survive now. So good little, again, this game has swung a little bit in momentum. United with definitely the better of the play, but Lions United have had some opportunities themselves. As the corner comes in and Ben handling that one very well. Nice little judgment from the Lonnie United keeper. Can be a little bit difficult from a Colts perspective with a few Uniteds around, a few cities around. It's like Devonport City Strikers and Launceston City, for example. Kingborough Lions United and Launceston United happening today. It's Martin again, definitely been the standout player of the half. Also got the goal. It's Otto. And Gunton. It's inside. A little bit of time. Ball in behind her opposite winger, and Smith. Smith looking to take on Clifford. Clifford again with that little... Just showing outside and then able to make the little tackle. And Lions come away with it now. It's Moore. Looks to be up and running. Davis having to fight with Hill. Oh, pinged at Watkins, but back, finds a teammate. Shreve goes long. Bouncing ball. Farquhar and Lashmar again fighting for it. It's Farquhar coming away with it this time. James sending it forward. Good ball to Otto. Doesn't have a lot of options in front of her. Looking for Gunton. Sega. Yeah, an excellent challenge there. The Lions fullback. They're really even all over the park today. Sega having to do with the pressure again. Otto with a smart little... Just using her body. Turns inside. Into the feet. Martin again and cutting it to the top of the box. And Smith just not sorting her feet out. Goes wide. Connie Martin with these little flicks around the corner. It's just so hard to defend as a defender. You find her feet and she's straight away she's in behind. It's pretty, as I say, just difficult to mark, and I almost think that she could be a little bit more selfish in some of these situations, finding herself in behind the defence and then maybe a little bit deep, not trusting that she can go near post, but making the team play and centering it towards Lucy Smith, but not finding the back of the net that time for United. But here they are again on the counter. It's away by Orlovsky. Davison Hill not really getting a lot of it up there, Laura Davis, at the moment. So Otto has it in behind. Goes on her left and just squints it a little bit wide. She was very comfortable on the side of her body. And Shreve putting her out there and covered off well by McIntosh as well. I'm just getting the game underway again very quickly. And Lions trying to play on this counter. It's Watkins going in behind. It's Catherine Hill who's come across. Very experienced player. Into Smith. Dickinson lumping it forward, but not finding the return pass. It's Kanagisa again. Watkins. Trying to find Kanagisa, who's run out wide from midfield. Should go around the outside Dickinson and shielded off it by the Lonnie United fullback. And Lions just, again, putting a little bit more pressure on Thurston at the moment. Kanagisa trying to turn Dickinson, but she's read it very well. Slice out of play. As we kind of push towards half-time here, I wonder You sort of feel that Lions are really trying to push for a goal. At the same time, Wellington United looking very dangerous when they do get an odd man rush towards the Lions goal. And looking very dangerous on the counter whenever Martin can get in behind. Clifford setting up forward for Watkins. She's done well to get past one United player. Goes past another. End up making a recovering challenge by Dickinson. This little turn of the feet by Sam Watkins. On to Kanagisa. Happy to hold it up. Hill will send it forward. It's a big clearance. Sliced off by Orlovsky and is Shreve. Blocked out by Loesch. And sent forward again by United. And they're finding, probably putting Lions under more pressure with those sorts of balls. Lions a little bit more clinical in this sort of area. Although Hill does poke it towards de Klerk. Loesch will come around with it. Neat little ball through. Martin's on her bike, but McIntosh alert to the danger. Very well played by the Lions keeper. She'll send it forward now. Kanagisa playing a little bit higher. I think that's a good move from Lions. Just trying to get her up out of that congested middle area and see if she can't create something from out wide. So she's going to take the throw herself as well. Sends it in to Monica Orlovsky. It's a good ball into Davis. Kind of turned her head onto the boot of Lashmar. Set it up well. Took it on the half volley and straight at the keeper though, Cara Lashmar. And Lions have had some decent opportunities, and that's another example of that. This little roving opportunity for Cara Lashmar, but Jaslyn Venn again well positioned. Short with the handling as well, Venn. She launches that one forward. Loxley is caught underneath it a little bit. Otto tries to knot it back for de Klerk, but Loxley able to come away with it. Finds Watkins with a decent ball across to Lashmar. Sends it back into congestion though, and Kanagisa can't find a way out of it. To Davis. Good little setup for Kanagisa, trying to find the return pass to Davis, and just enough of a foot in, I think, from James. And what Lions really turning the screws now. A lot of pressure on Launceston United. There's Watkins again around the corner and just kicks it a little bit too far out in front of herself. But able to go past the defenders now. Sam Watkins really getting some confidence up. Launceston United very compact in that defensive shape. He'll really helping out at fullback. She'll launch it forward. Another long ball forward from Dickinson. Smith's kind of found a way in behind Clifford. Otto wins the ball well. Just calmly plays it back to Loesch, and then Otto again. De Klerk. Smith now with a one-on-one. She goes inside. Cuts back again. She find another cut. It's a good cross. Martin's up and just slices off the striker's head. And that's a very dangerous attacking opportunity created there from United. Great little ball in from Smith, just out of reach of Courtney Martin. Inch or two would have done her well. And that is the threat that United do present. I think they have created the better opportunities, I'd say. But it's not really necessarily come out of dominance of play. It's just they can make these runs in behind, as Otto's doing again here. Well done by Orlovsky again. I want to back down from a challenge, that's for sure. It's Kanagisa flicking it on. A little turn in from Watkins, coming into the game beautifully. Lions winger. She is again. Plays it forward for Davis. She's got a little window. Can she get there? She can. Oh, great challenge from Van in the goal. She had to be made. Would have been an open goal mouth waiting for Laura Davis, but keeper with an excellent defender's challenge really in the end. Got committed to it too. It was neat feat from Laura Davis. I think she did well to go round, make the first kind of jink around the outside, and just Ben just sticking out a boot and making the challenge. Again, lines with a lot of pressure on as Watkins turns to cross it in and not find any of her teammates. To Loxley, able to just get there on the half volley. Martin and Johnson trying to work it out. Kanagisa almost on the ball. De Klerk. It's Kanagisa, she shoots. Curls away. Kanagisa does pose a threat from out there. Not the worst contact from the Lions captain. His heel now. It's calmly taking it out for United. Watkins now. Davis. Lovely little turn. It's back outside. Inside again. Tries to find Moore. To squirt through to Moore. Makes a challenge. Find its way out of play. Dickinson again. She's been in great positions today, Laura Dickinson. It's Watkins. Tries to play at the top of the box. What's he doing? Loxley bringing it down. Otto pressuring, but nicely done by Amelia Loxley. Shreve going for it from range. I don't know if that was a ball for Davis or not, but it doesn't matter in the end, as that is half time here at KG5. It is 1-0 to Launceston United. And a really action-packed half. Really end-to-end stuff at times. One United definitely with the better of the chances, and probably have to say deserved lead. Courtney Martin with the goal from point-blank range again. Through an excellent run down the sideline from Aylett Otto. So happy to have that lead. I think United will be with 1-0 at half-time, but Lions definitely not out of this game. They've had really good periods of play, and see if they can make anything of it in the second half, which I hope you join me for in just a few minutes. Get some lunch on the way here. And I was looking at the time and I was just like, oh, I probably don't know if I've got time.
Yeah, I know. I know. We're on there. So, hopefully more.
Well, I think the referee was a bit anxious actually. She did score one. She played advantage or whatever.
It was just at the end there. They actually did score, but it was better on one.
Oh, really?
Huh? What now?
Okay, that was a really bad idea.
I was going to say, Rossi's going to come over. That's okay.
Oh, Roslyn, that was the left one. was just walking and she just who's walking
There's only enough that steam.
I still got chicken in it.
Yeah, I know. It's different. I think it's chicken rice. Like 2 real food. There must be the game with Manchester. We got picked to Abbey.
Sorry, I just... No, it's all right. Just got to commentate. Yeah.
Sorry,
That's all right.
I need.
You want to move over? You move over.
Go up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. You must be cold though.
I was getting cold over there. It's nice in the sun. It's all good.
I mean, I think anyway, the structure of the I gave them that combination. I said sorry. I said sorry. You can guess what favourite number. Yep. He's running them out and then like, pulls back out. Sure.
I'm trying to help Georgia.
She puts the whole mouth over it. He's like, no. Give it a then.
Welcome back to KG5, the second half of this Women's Statewide Cup semi-final between Kingborough and Launceston United. Has chilled off here a little bit in the break. It's no longer the beautiful sunny day that it was when we started, but a little bit of chill around. The girls will have to get themselves up and warm for this second half. Looks like they're all raring to go. Kingborough have made one substitution with Nikki Matsatos coming on. Probably expect that. Looks like Lashmar has gone off. Actually, it looks like Moore in the end has also gone off as well. Just trying to identify who has come on in her place. So 2 changes for Lions. He's a little sore from that ankle. Here's Davis on her left foot. Looking for the near post. Covered off well by Ben. Good signs for Kingborough in that first opening stanza. As we get ourselves back underway. Sent forward. Gunton's running on in behind. McIntosh has to come and slide and get back up quickly as well as the ball comes back. It's Courtney Martin making that run in behind. Goes for goal. Almost finds the back post run of Gunton. This has been a hectic opening couple of minutes as we get back underway. KG5. There is the other substitution, actually. Greta Cravat-and-Gunn, number 18 for Lions. She's come on for more. As Watkins finds it. It's Kanagisa. Tries to squeeze it through to Davis. Almost gets there. It's Watkins. She's got a little ball to Kanagisa. Puts her on a lot of work to do. Has to just make a forward pass. And Sarsos, though, fresh legs. Tries to go around the outside. Effectively in the end. It's James. Sent forward. Loxley on the ball. Kanagisa Lions have started this brightly. I think motivated to come out and try and knot this one up. James will have to sweep. Just plays up the line. Gunton on the wing. Sent forward by Farquhar. So launch it forward with a throw in. Martin. And Griffith and Gunn. A mouthful of a last name, but is it through the hyphenator? Sega's poke doesn't really find any one in particular. And Oloski then just releasing the pressure, just trying to put the press back onto Launceston United. It's almost like both teams want the space in behind here and don't really want to have to play through this congested midfield. It has been like that all game, I think fairly purposely so for United at least. And Kingborough, when they have been able to get through there, find Kanagisa and Loxley on the ball as well, they've been okay. But it's been few and far between, a lot of bypassing that area where it's so congested. It's Kanagisa, puts it up in the air, and it's interesting little chip that goes to how to play. Athletic performance from the match manager over the far side as well. Really keen to get the ball. Shreve knocks it off Otto for a Kingborough throw-in. And both teams very compact here. United playing quite high up, and Lions not dropping off necessarily, so it's all been played in this really congested midfield space. And that's another example of how limited space is. Sega not able to fashion a way out of trouble. It's forward to Sega again. She'll just block it out. Farquhar with the throws, not quite as penetrating as Dickinson's throws on this near side, but still fairly effective. Tries to find Smith. Kanagisa comes away with it, sends it up to Matsatsos, and it's a ball in behind to Davis. Can she get there in front of Venn? Well, they come together. Venn does get the ball, but Davis blocks it, and she's got another opportunity. She'll cut in onto her left foot. The ball over the top, and Ven's recovered well and takes it comfortably. And Mickey Matsatsos as a super sub, I think that's pretty good luxury to have for Lions today. Seems like they've got eggs in the basket of coming out in this second half and seeing what they can do. Scrivat and Gunn trying to play it back. Just a little bit short for Shreve, but McIntosh comes away with the ricochet. De Klerk. Kanagisa nods it down. It's Watkins. It came alive in that end part of that second half. It's really good. Some of the running and skill moves. Oloski reading it well. Goes up the line to Watkins. Oloski overlapping set of that. It's cut off, but she goes hard again. Good running from Oloski. I have to see centre back just have to make those runs up forward. Recover now. She's going to have to get it back. Not getting a yell from her teammates quite as loud as she would have liked. But no threat in the end. Having a little rest up the forward space now. Actually trying to get away from Otto. Kanagisa. Ball, big shove from Davis, and yeah, ends up getting called by Jussi. I thought for a second she might have got away with that one, but fairly obvious from this position. Difficult ball for Hill to handle. So being a free kick for United. Set up the line and out of play just. That's why I decided to get out there. Clifford will take the throw. Clifford. Good ball inside. Loxley trying to find Watkins. Doesn't get there. United come away with it just for the time being. Over the top, de Klerk. It's a good little header down. Loxley again starting to really dictate the tempo in that defensive midfield position. Watkins trying to squeeze out of trouble. Davis with a nice little turn inside and trying to find the run of Mitsatsos. She's offside. Coming back from an offside position potentially. Cravat and Gunn as well, coming on, playing a little bit more advanced, like making those deeper runs in, so they'll have more women forward. Loesch gets it out over to Farquhar. Just up the line, good tackle by Sega, strong in the challenge. Sent up the line by Shreve, and bouncing ball. Difficult one to handle for James. Loesch again turning the corner. He's got such a good little dribbling style, very close control. Olowski sweeping up, reading the game well. Sega coming in a collision. This is Chelsea Sega, and almost finds Kanagisa. Slides past the Lions captain. McIntosh will launch forward. So Kingborough starting well in this second half so far. As Gunton tries to look for Smith. Clifford lets the ball run past her. Smith on her bike, just a little bit strong over the back line. Almost caught napping their Lions for a second. As I said, I think that's where they're going to have to just be, even when they're pushing forward, and they've been pushing forward well in this second half, whether they'll actually, they're just got to be alert to that little bit of danger. Still got Courtney Martin back there, and Adelaide Otto as well. Smith that time making the run. Here's Otto now, looking for Smith. She find her way in between the two Lions defenders. Olowski again running hard, using her body well, and saving it out, and that's very well done by the Lions centre-back. Olowski had a pretty good game so far back there, the Lions. If it goes up line. Just a nod down for Kanagisa. Finds her feet in the end. Loxley straight into Dickinson. There's Otto. Smith now. Need to take Watkins on. Good ball up the line. Martin, the interesting ball at Shreve in the right position. This is Kanagisa on the release pass. Loesch turning around. Great feet from Loesch to Smith, and Olowski again making another challenge. Otto now. On with Clifford. Clifford just holding her up. Does pretty well in the end, Phoebe Clifford. Good piece of full-backing play there. Not committing too hard to anything and not giving Otto a good angle for a cross. But now United have all the play again. Maintaining that release pass. It's Sega with a good challenge. And she release Sarsos up the wing. Goes for Davis instead. Olowski shooting that one off for a keeper. McIntosh goes straight up the guts. Davis almost. Davis now pressing again. Kanagisa making a nice little touch off the ball, and Cravat and Gunn missing Loxley, but Watkins goes direct again. Watkins got to go direct herself. Watkins clearing a handful. That's pretty well done in the end by Launceston United defence all around. I think it was Dickinson back there. Had the hands full all game, but been really solid out here on the right. Olowski just a little bit short for Loxley, and Martin poaches it. Tries to send Otto on a bike, but Shreve in good position, and she'll just collect for Lions, and they'll look to go again. McIntosh sends it forward. Gunton working well with Smith. Here's Gunton again. Shreve coming across well. Good. Again, the defence for Kingborough has been really good all game, to be fair to them. especially in the second half, centre-backs have been making a lot of good challenges, but United really just pour the pressure on in more dangerous positions. The crowd's been getting into it a little bit more in the second half. They're trying to wheel the Lions on to score a goal. Good turn inside. Just a little half volley ball, well collected by McIntosh. Gunton with a shot. McIntosh will move it quickly, and Watkins is in behind Smith, but Watkins goes into Smith, and Smith finding it Dickinson. And Dickinson with an excellent ball up for Martin. Can she go one-on-one? In behind. She's taking it wide, though. Goes near post. She just took it a bit too wide, Bonnie Martin. Excellent running. I don't think she realised kind of how much time she had to get a little bit more central there. Just kept taking herself out wide. Shreve with a nice sort of covering move. Been working hard back there, both Shreve and Orlovsky. Martin causing a lot of chaos so far today. The goal scorer. And definitely the main threat on the park for both teams. It's Cravatin gun. It's robbed of it by Otto. It's for Martin. Ship outside. De Klerk will hit it. And it's again, one of those ones that backspins all the way over the keeper's head. It's hard shooting technique, that one, when it's coming back towards you. As much as you think, oh, geez, it's setting up for me. You've got to... Mate, it's more like you've got to get kind of all over it almost, rather than hit it as you normally would through the middle. There's McIntosh. Kanagisa flicks on. It's Watkins. Kanagisa again. Good tackle by De Klerk. Got a little bit of space. Plays in Martin. Martin does get a foot to it. Just a bit of a bad hop. Didn't expect that on the KG5 surface, but just the way the ball was hit. Sartos. Davis. Stayed on side, but he'll read that one well. De Klerk. It's forward for Smith. A little bit of space. Orlovsky's having to come over from centre back. Does well. Just going to go body to body. Smith holding up well. Orlovsky's done pretty well to see that out for a throw. Good little challenge from both women.
You watching Alphabet?
Flick on it, then he plays. Oh, Martin's there. Johnny on the spot again, but gets blocked. Now Kingborough trying to counter, but De Klerk, these superb challenges in the last 5 or 6 minutes, really snuffing out any Kingborough chance of a counter attack. Here's Smith. It's Otto. Otto turns the corner. Skewed across a little bit, but Martin was ready for it. It's a good bit of play from Lenny United. Again, they're really heaving the pressure onto Lions. Lions playing it so quickly that they don't necessarily have time for the rest of the team to set up, but maybe that's what they want. They've got numbers forward now. Watkins actually took that one down very well. But Sartos, she's offside. Oh, she was in good position and did finish it off. It was only marginally off. Just not quite able to hold her run. Good ball through from Davis, and just a little bit too keen on the outside mid-Sartos. That's 2 goals that have found the back of the net for Kingborough. But one held up for an injury and one definitely offside. Stevie Clifford comes off for Kingborough. It'll be Izzy de Smit who will come on in the left-back position. Clifford's had a pretty good game out there. And Smith to deal with. So Lions trying to play nice and quick and get in behind with Davis and Watkins, but then United getting a lot more of the ball in this sort of area. And just always feels like a bit more of a safe play is Loesch. With Dickinson. De Klerk. Schmidt wins it. First touch of the game. Pratt and Gunn in there. He squirts out to Kanagisa. She puts a bit of pressure. Can Matsatos get there first? She can. Pokes it into Hill, and Hill does well to turn and clear. Matsatos running is a worry for Lions. For United at the moment. McIntosh so cool when she does get the ball at her feet. It's Olowski. It's a good ball up to Watkins. She goes inside to Pratt and Gunn. Good touch. Tries to get Watkins. I think just a little bit too much to do. Dickinson makes the covering challenge, and Watkins does well to keep it up there, to be honest. Olowski, again, just good use of the body and smartly plays it back to her keeper. Touched out from McIntosh and into Shreve. She'll launch it forward. Sartos just is a bit deceived by the flight of the ball there. To Loesch. Can't play in there from Loesch, but well done by Kanagisa to shut her down. And Loxley will play forward. Chip back to Kanagisa and bouncing ball. Matsatos just running really hard behind there. I think that's the matchup they're looking for against Farquhar with the fresh legs of Matsatos. And she's been sent in behind. Looks really dangerous so far, Nikki Matsatos. It's Kanagisa going around the outside. Swings it in. Gun lurking, but away by de Klerk. And back up for a throw, which Sega will take. Game's had during periods of possession and dominance, I'd say. And now Borough putting the pressure on. And United looking to counter. Wolowski going to make it a nice easy collection. Centre back and playing it back to McIntosh. Does play these lovely wide balls out. Watkins tries to knock back, looking for Pratt and Gunn, but not really there. Shreve with a nice little turn inside. So Olowski just sends it up the middle, looking for Kanagisa that time. Here's Matsatos trying for the 1-2, but not to be. It's a little bit of contested possession this period of play. Great touch from Davis. Oh, looks for Kanagisa again. Lovely little broad piece of skill by Laura Davis. I think now this time where a bit of composure from Kingborough wouldn't go astray. I think you come up with a title winning team, cup winning team in Launceston United. You really need to make sure you're composed about the game. So don't make mistakes too often. There's one there, Davis with a good ball into Matsatos. Clears her feet, goes on the left, just falls over on the shot. Did everything right there, Nikki Matsatos, but just the shot not quite balanced for it. Venn will collect. She just send it up to Loxley. Into her midfield teammate, Kanagisa. Matsatos again. That's really the channel that Kingborough are looking to push down. I think they've tried Laura Dickinson's side and it's been met with a bit of a stonewall, whereas not that Farquhar's had a bad game at all. I think Matsatos just giving a little bit more threat at the moment. It's not the best header away, and Davis coming inside. Kanagisa looks for Cravat and Gunn, who just knees it out of play in the end. And Borough now pushing really hard. I think Borough into the shout here for sure. Still 1-0 to Lonnie United. They're happy to slow things down a little bit. If they can get out of here with a 1-0 win and back up the highway and book in a cup final date, that will be absolutely appreciated by the higher-ups and the fans alike. As James tries to find Otto, I think. Doesn't find anything but the touchline for now. It's Matsatos. A little jinking run. Otto's done well to get in front of her, though. It's Martin again. Gunton on her bike. Cuts inside. Sega's done well to body with her body position. Just gets a little bit carried away trying to find the reverse pass to Shreve. Snuffed out at least the threat of a fast counter-attack. Here's Farquhar. Throw it in. Or return pass. Looking for Smith. There's a bit of an overload out here. Smith toes it and Orlovsky gets it away. Dickinson is the widest player in the park out on this right-hand side. It's very narrow. It's well done from De Schmidt. Oh, Smith looking for a little slip pass into Otto. And Watkins tries to clear, only as far as Otto. And she'll just chip it up to McIntosh. Frustrated with that one, how to let Otto in. Fair enough too. It's hard when you lean back on the nose and finds a side netting. Not exactly what she wanted, but again, it's good running in behind from Otto and Martin really all day today. Looks like they've kind of slipped back into a bit more of a 4-4-2 in the second half. At least defensively, Launceston United. With Otto's going a little bit higher and Martin being on the left-hand side as she was earlier. It's De Schmidt. Done well to get the ball off Otto. Smith coming to make a recovering challenge. This crowd comes alive for De Schmidt. Long ball forward only as far as Farquhar. Into the middle again. A little bit of congestion. Oh, looks like a little bit of a muscle or a cramp for de Klerk. Will they take advantage? Sorry, Kingborough. Just a little bit of miscommunication from a few players there. Dickinson will just send it up towards Gunton. This Sega. Blocked out of play. Gunton and Sega really been right at each other's throats this second half. Really close together. Lots of good tackles from Sega and it was Gunton with one of her own. And Sega does play it into Davis. Nice little turn. She's got a one-on-one with Hill. She'll look for her left foot. She goes... Oh, it's a fantastic run by Davis, but she sends it over the bar. Yeah, and went around the outside of Hill and found the near post. And she just skied that one. Maybe the angle was a little bit too tight. Might be a rude missed opportunity there for Lions. But mate, one of the best of their game. They've had a couple of good opportunities and Laura Davis not able to convert on that occasion. Maybe they've rattled United on this occasion. That's not the best goal kick from Venn. And Dickinson just had to get rid of that one. Didn't have really anything on. Grabbing gun off the knee again. It's Otto. Orlovsky. That's a little towing her way through. It's Loesch trying to release Gunton. Farquhar making the overlapping run, but well dealt with by Sega. It's been fantastic in the second half. Shreve to de Klerk, who's had a good second half herself. It's Gunton. One thing that Lions have done well in the second half is kept Courtney Martin reasonably quiet. She had that one good opportunity. Arguably could have scored, or at least a little bit in a better position. Davis trying to flick through. Watkins finds Mitsatsos. It's a good touch. She pokes it through the gap. Half a shout by the Kingborough men's team over there looking for a free kick. Behind the goal. Good to see them come out to support the women's counterparts. Yeah, probably nothing doing there, but a good run from Mitsatsos again, but it's just a little bit sandwiched in between two United defenders. Again, they've really got the tails up here, Lions. Intensity is very good from them. Dickinson and Watkins. Dickinson beats the ball, but uses her body well and then turns out of trouble and sends it out. Not sure you had to do Laura Dickinson. Back on the hammer straight away to Schmidt into Watkins. Watkins again doesn't have any help though. Smith. Dickinson's clearance isn't the best. It spins up into Schmidt. Locks it into the face of Smith. Loxley into Shreve. Only goes far as Loesch, who have a bit of run on here. Martin, again, those turns inside. Gunn tries to squeeze it through, and de Klerk again cramping up there. It's obviously been running a lot. Don't know how much gas she's got left in the tank. It's 2 times she's gone down feeling that calf. Orlovsky trying to kick that one in, not to be. Yeah, just behind play, just really trying to stretch that out. I think they're trying to organise a sub, the two senior centre backs, James and Hill, for de Klerk. Seeing what the Launceston United coaching staff are going to do. Oh, not actually looking for a sub. Looks like a salt tablet for de Klerk. Looks like she's still struggling a little bit though. It'll take a little bit of time for that salt tablet to kick in. It's a nice long throw from Dickinson again. And out of play and a goal kick. So it might be something that can try and exploit Lions with de Klerk a little bit hobbled and cramping up at times. It's a good effort to stay out there through that. As McIntosh was looking for Kanagisa and nodded on through two other United players. Kanagisa's in space, so it's Sega easy and goes direct to Davis. He's made the overlapping run and we'll have to recover here because Gunson's in space. There she is. Done well to cover in the end with Shreve coming across and Loxley cutting that one out. Loxley having a good game finding those interceptions. There's Orlowski and Shreve just looking for something through the midfield, but it's very, I was saying earlier, very congested in there. It's Dickinson. It'll be Catherine Hill. Just taking her time. Lots of forward for Otto, who's gotten on the back of Orlowski, who was trying to attack that one inside. Good turn from Otto. Inside. Shreve makes a challenge, but it's an important foot from Sega, but only as far as Otto. And she finished. It's a great save by McIntosh. Really action-packed period of play. Sega did everything right there. Really important challenge she had to make, but then just kind of squirted across back to Otto, and golden opportunity where McIntosh made the good save. It was a quick save. Could have maybe been a little bit further away from her body, but from that sort of range, hit with that power, you're happy when your keeper makes those. United again, they're threatening to just grab one on the break. There's to Schmidt. Smith finds a way through, but cleared away. Orlowski, I think. No nonsense back there. That's what the situation demands at the moment. Big throw again from Dickinson. Just puts opposition defences up so much pressure, under so much pressure, and there's an example of that. Finds Martin and it's a little bit behind her, and Sega actually well positioned to make that difficult enough. And another opportunity goes begging for United, but in the United, I feel like Lions had kind of all the pressure probably 5-6 minutes ago, and that's been all Launceston United since. So again, one of these games that just swings in momentum. There's going to be opportunities for both teams still to come. Smith, beautiful little jink outside to Smith. We see Smith, pokes it past Orlowski and fields it back. Orlowski covering well though. Gotta throw the kitchen sink at Monica Orlowski to get around her, so almost did with that nice little poke through from Smith, but excellent recovery again. Loesch will swing this one in on her left. Another opportunity for Lonnie United. Can they kill the game off? It's floated up, way by Mutsatos. Got to chase this one down now. Dickinson out to Loesch. She tries to send it back into dangerous areas. Smith does well not to handball it there. Nice little neat ball up to Watkins. He's got space. It's an interesting ball through. Van Gun not really, just slid past her feet a little bit. Sega having to battle with Gunton again. Here's Farquhar in space. She'll just lump it up to the top of the box. Down by Loxley. I can't find another midfielder. And it's just that first pass through. They'll often find the space if it does find feet, but it's that composure. And it's hammer and tongs in the dying stages of the semi-final in Statewide Cup. Otto goes back to Dickinson, who will send an interesting little ball up towards Martin. Gunton will have a bit of space at the back, shapes to shoot and then thinks twice about it. Sega's giving good pressure. Finds Martin with an interesting little chip over the top. For half a second there, I think McIntosh would have been worried about that. Just floating into the back of the net. Looks like Kingborough trying to ring one more change. This does get held up. It's a little shift over here with Amelia Loxley coming off. She's had a pretty good game back there in the defensive midfield, with coming off a lot of interception passes. And Watkins will come into midfield now. It'll be Ella Hood who has come on for Kingborough Lions, young winger. Up to Laura Davis. She's got a bit of space. First time she's been separated from Hill in a while. Here goes Hood. Does she have enough pace to get past Dickinson? Just with superb running capacity. She's been one of the best on for United today for sure. She's been solid as a rock back there, under a lot of pressure from Samantha Watkins and now Hood. Kanagisa just not being able to control that one properly. Again, it's very congested here in the middle. Martin's dropped into 10 position. Shreve will just send it forward. Again, now it's all hands on deck for Lions. Davis again, he'll right up in her grill. Makes a good challenge. Davis now with some space. She's got 4 United players on her. Had to release that. It was a good turn to get there, but had to get it up to Kanagisa or Mitsatsos. Davis, when she has any space, it's absolutely golden for her at the moment. It's Loesch. Can't get the ball up through towards Gunton. So United haven't made any changes yet. Lions really trying to throw everything at the wall and see what will stick. Shreve making a nice challenge over Otto. So let's take that extra second or two, United, just to try and calm things down. Farquhar slaps one into Kanagisa. Go out for another throw. Farquhar's throw goes only as far as Shreve. The Clerks drop back to field it. Good pressure from Davis, but lovely little turn out of trouble from Missy de Klerk. It's Hill. Tries to go long, doesn't get there. Just bouncing ball forward. This is a chaotic ball. Martin likes to shoot. He might have been able to take that one down, but we have to go again. They've got the 1-0 lead, so any sort of time out of the game probably favours them. And worth a little speculative effort there from Courtney Martin. Been kept quiet for the most part in the second half. Had a very good first half. So Olowski does well to avoid the pressure of Courtney Martin. It's a decent ball in. Kanagisa comes across and makes the block, but it's another bobbling ball. It's at that awkward height, and shins it out for a corner. And again, these times out of play just really golden for Lonnie United, and they can just put the pressure back on straight away. Looks like there's some rain coming in the distance. I think we might get away unscathed until the end of the game, but something to keep an eye on. It's a very gentle wind today. It's been a pretty good afternoon for football overall. It's a good ball in. McIntosh takes it well. Does spill it for half a second, but overall it's done pretty well there, the Lions keeper. The challenging high ball. Put in by Loesch. Oh, Davis gets in, nicks in behind. Mitsatsos was a little bit keen. Davis corrals the ricochet. She goes direct again. Getting a little bit focused on going forward at every opportunity, Lions, and have some other options. Kanagisa was open there. Again, I don't really blame them. You want to be going direct in this when it's this late in the game and you're in a cup semi-final. It's Kanagisa. Oh, does well to win the ball off Loesch. De Klerk gets the ricochet. Loesch again. A bit of a hard collision. Shreve up the line. Oh, decent ball in behind from Martin. The Cole came in to shoot it from centre back early. McIntosh off for a line. Cut out by Schmidt, but again, Lonnie United giving these ricochets. Farquhar gets there first. Does well to turn out of trouble. Cravat and Gunn can't effect a challenge, but Mitsatos does. Cravat and Gunn will go up looking for Davis. It's just cut out by James. Hasn't seen a lot of the ball today, but hasn't. You don't really mind that as a centre back. Shapes to shoot. Smith with a good shot. A good diving cover from McIntosh, but didn't have to touch it in the end. It goes out for a goal kick. Good contact from the Launceston United winger. You can see that rain coming in. He's in that far corner. Should be with us at some point. Watkins now. To Schmidt. Can she release Davis? I think Davis just has to go. She's gone inside. It's a good run from Matsastra. She stayed onside. No, she hasn't. It's offside. That one was marginal, but not the best touch from Matsassos anyway. Hood had made a very good run on this left-hand side, but Davis electing to go inside and look for the cross ball. It was a great pass from Davis. And Matsassos rampaging in on that right-hand side, but again, just not holding her run up quite enough. But yeah, that one was definitely a bang-bang play. And Lions, again, I don't think they've definitely had some good chances today and played pretty well. And it's hard to say that Lonnie United haven't been worth the current position, but there's been times where you think Lions with just a little bit more composure, being a little bit more clinical, they'd be in. Here's Hood. Tries to play it inside to Watkins. Probably the right option. But cut out by two on United played. Hood's open again. Kanagisi tries for her, but Dickinson's nice and narrow. Here's to Schmidt, who needs to overlap. Oh, Dickinson again. Excellent challenge. Watkins now lumping it up high. Davis tries to challenge with Hill, and Hill will just lump it into where Watkins is. Davis has it again. She tries to go around Dickinson. Again, Dickinson. Been good. Davis putting that effort in. Really valiant effort from these Lions today. Really still pushing for every opportunity that they have. But again, United, just that championship experience. Able to hold them at bay. This kick from Loesch. Cravat and Guns in some space. She goes direct and gets Mitsatos in behind. It's a decent cross. Oh, Hill's done well to get a foot on it, but will it sit up for Davis? Oh, and it's Dickinson again with a very crucial kick away. And she's had to make some very good challenges for Launceston United. Love to see fullback having that sort of impact on the game. Oh, Watkins tries to go past de Klerk, who's crammed up again. Third time. Still, she goes on with it. Is it de Klerk? Really battling effort. Sartsos. Just go around Farquhar. Pressure made by Davis. Call being made by the Lion supporters behind the goals. Trying to help their players out here. Looks like the last throw of the dice for Lions with a change of formation here. Looks like they're going to a back three. Orlowski and Sega with Schmidt, and Shreve will play a little bit more advanced, just Shreve. So they're just trying to figure out what they're doing here a little bit, Lions, just sorting it out. As United do make their first changes, making it late in the game as Olivia Smith comes on, as well as Anna Day. think other Smith has come off. It's one change. And de Klerk, has gone off at that far side. Finally relieved of her duties. She's put a lot of effort in today, the United defensive midfielder. Oh, chance for a handball there from James. James will slog it forward. So Lions in this back three. Sega will have to mop up, and Courtney Martin alert to the danger there. It's a little bit of interesting spin. It almost stayed in. McIntosh gets away with one in some ways there. Blocked off by Courtney Martin. Very alert to those back passes. You have to hit them well. And supporters in the Lions bench really trying to give Kingborough one more G up. They march towards the full-time whistle. They've pulled it up for a free kick, I think, for United. Much to the chagrin of the Lions. The Lions supporters in the stands up here. Hasn't had a lot of work to do today, referee. You kind of like to see it. It's good, clean footy. Probably count on 2 or 3 fingers how many fouls there have been throughout the game. Gunton making a header. She's going to run back inside. Gunton's in behind. He's trying to chase her down. She's done well to give her something to think about, and the cross doesn't reach any further than McIntosh. It's Kanagisa, now Shreve, who's come into midfield. Doesn't have many options. Takes a bit of a heavy touch. Loesch comes in and makes the challenge, but Watkins has got Hood out here in space. Hood gets onto it. Got a little tuck inside and looking for Grattan Gunn, but in behind her. But Kanagisa will turn in front. Good ball into Davis, who's surrounded by Launceston United players. Smith is not able to control it, but out of trouble. Kanagisa, can she get there? It's a decent ball in. Can Davis get a foot on? Dickinson again with a challenge. It's away by Loesch. Very solitaire. Otto now putting the pressure back on Kingborough here. She's run. She's got Martin in there, but Orlowski, again, such good positioning. Very good defensive displays today from both sides. This Sega, Martin is knotted inside for Gunson. It's a little bit of a heavy touch. It's Farquhar. Back out to Farquhar. It's James, the captain. Yeah. The call has been made from the Lions bench just to get that intensity up and just make sure they're pressing. I think that instruction of keeping compact in the midfield, good throughout the game, but at this point in the game you just need to try and win the ball with a good ball into Davis, and Hill's done well again. Then comes out to put it out wide. He's just doing her best to get the ball back in. It's Cravat and Gunn. It's an interesting ball. Dickinson slices it up in the air. There's 2 Kingborough girls coming together. Smith up the line, looking for Martin. Still running hard, Bonnie Martin. So Day and Smith and some of Day's mixed up. Here's Dickinson. The line. We'll turn over to Day. Mrs. Watkins, though, the challenge away, but she does get it in the end. Hood tries to get it back to Watkins. It's a tough window to get it through. Couldn't get it there in the end. Here's Orlowski. Cravat and Gunn. To Schmidt now. Again, Lions really pushing at the moment. There's White to Kanagisa. She's got a bit of space. She's got Massasos over the overlap. Stayed onside this time. Massasos, she sprayed it a little bit off the ankle. And that will be that. It is 1-0 to Launceston United. They will go through to the next round with the final of the Women's Statewide Cup in their quest to defend their title. That is been a very clinical effort from the Launceston outfit. I think Lions women will be out on their feet. They've put a tremendous effort in to no avail in the end, especially pushing at the end. I'll have to be proud with how they did, but not to be. And Lonnie United will sail through to that final. She held in a couple of weeks. And goal scorer again was Courtney Martin with a point-blank effort after a lovely run down the wing from Adelaide Otto. Just a little ball off the crossbar, and she was on the spot to just toe poke it in. So that's been a pretty clinical performance. Again, you get these teams who have so much experience in cup finals, in pressure situations, running for titles, and they just get the job done. So, yeah, Lions falling down 1-0, but again, I don't think they'll be disappointed with that, and I think working towards an improvement in the results throughout the second half as they look to get back home at Lightwood Park next week. So, been a pretty entertaining match all up. There has been somewhat a lack of goals, but big effort put in by both teams, so it's been a really enjoyable day out, and to catch you for the rest of the cup weekend. 2 more games tomorrow, and thanks for joining me here. See you next time, FFT TV. My name's Alex Murray. Thanks very much.